Hey guys, and yeah, check out what I've just found. So I'm currently here at the Nene Valley Railway. There's a map of it over here. And right now I'm at Overton, or Ferry Meadows, as it's locally known. There goes the station just over there. And well, I was meant to be here today at the Nene Valley Railway to ride the Swedish rail cart. That over there's the the rear driver cab for it, training cab. That was not right in service, but basically there is no one in service, but yeah, the brakes failed. There was an issue with the compressor, and yeah, had to take the train out of service, which is a slight shame. But I have been nice enough to refund the ticket for that one, so it will come soon. Fingers crossed, sooner than later. I mean, they are getting that one set up, ready to go soon. But yeah, like I said, came to Overton just to mess around, and I just found the front of a 325 in the shed over here. So yeah, 325, quick history, is the Royal Mail train. As it was from the mid-1990s to early 2000s, when they took them all out of service, before realising that they were actually useful and brought them back in again. So you can see there's a few Royal Mail things actually over here. Got an old van, little post trailer over there, and of course we can see the red tyres. This is probably a Royal Mail lorry, at least a Royal Mail truck even. There's another one there, and then a data post red Royal Mail motorbike. But I think it's the train we are most interested in. So here we go. What year did the Moggy deliver Christmas presents again? I have no idea what this is in reference to. You guys know? Well, the answer is 2000. A spate of breakdowns in Royal Mail's new vehicles saw Old Faithful Moggy pressed back in service. Local cheers on site as it brought back memories of his distinct exhaust note. I presume it's one of these then, Moggy? I'm not sure. Anyhow, yes, 325 front. And I must say, I am chuffed to have just found it stored away here. First of all, a little bit of information about this train. So yeah, yeah, 325000. Not quite a number you'd expect to find a train. So here we go. Royal Mail Class 325. This is them lowering it into position, and this is the very train inside. So there goes 325014. Bit of history about it. So, built in Derby between 1995 and 1996, the BR Class 325 is a 4-car dual voltage electric unit used for post services, initially having a working life of 8 years and being retired in 2003. These units were subsequently found new life in the new decades. In the early 1990s, the parcels sector of British Rail was seeking a new fleet of multiple units that would be more cost effective to run than the locomotive hauled stock that were being used. The initial proposal was converting a number of redundant 307s into 300 parcel units, but owing to the age of these units, however, it was subsequently decided to procure a new fleet of trains. The 16 units were built at ABB Derby between 1995 and 1996. Derby, I believe, now owned by Bombardier. There you go, very similar to the Class 319 units, showing the same traction equipment and body design, and these units were numbered 325001 to 325016. They carried the post office red livery, which applies to their very own, which applies to our very own cab units. This one. Each set is made up of 4 cars, and each car has 4 roller shutter sliding doors with no windows. Additionally, all constructed units have pantographs to pick up power from overhead lines, and also chutes to pick up power from the third rail. They could travel the whole length of the country over both electrical systems. Rather than traditional travelling post office that was able to sort post on the move, these were purely designed for storage and transportation. All were retired in 2003, but some were found new work in 2010 when Royal Mail started using them once more at peak periods like Christmas and for carrying bulk portions of mail to major cities. I mean, like I said, I saw they'd been retired a couple of years ago, and then all of a sudden they started running again on the West Coast Main Line. I used to do them at Watford Junction, coming back and forth. 325 cab unit they see here at Overton never actually ran, nor was it an actual full unit. Oh, okay. The cab unit is actually a mock-up of the Class 325 cab units. The phrase mock-up does not do it full justice, as it's a complete replica of the 325, save for the bogies and the inner electrics. The cab is exactly the same as the real units, from the overall dimensions to the layout of controls. The mock cab unit was presented to the British Railways parcel sector board to show the board exactly, gosh, it's a mouthful, what they were ordering and gave them a chance to inspect it. The order was put in for 16 units shortly after starting at 325001, meaning the mock-up unit was left with its own TOPS number to keep. After units had been ordered, the cab was displayed at the National Railway Museum based in York. However, in 2014, the Nene Railway, the NRM, the National Railway Museum decided to reshuffle its museum exhibits, and the cab unit was moved to the Nene Valley Railway. Okay, it's NVR, not NRM. Yeah, the units will stay here permanently, and has now been turned into an exhibit, so visitors can climb up the rear stairs and sit in the cab, where you'll find a driver's eye view. Right, okay, so 325 was never actually a real cab. It's a mock-up of a 325 cab. That was left in the New York National Railway Museum before being dropped here. By the way, still interesting to see that, and well, yeah, works on no electricals, and yeah, no electricals, no bogies, it's just a cab. You can't see it too well, it's quite dark, must be honest, but what can I do about that, really? I mean, that means yeah, that's not going to work. So, let us turn the handle. I do apologise, I need to quickly open the door. There we go. And inside is a whole cab from a 325. Now, I'm not going to climb that. I mean, right now it is at chest level for me, so just use the back exit. Up the stairs. Ooh, number 13. Where these trains travel mainly between? Right, well, I see on the West Coast main line. West Coast would take it through Birmingham, through Newcastle's east, through Leicester, Edinburgh's east coast, Flying Scotsman, because the Flying Scotsman used to do mail runs on the east, so I would say either Glasgow or Aberdeen. Because I know these trains do go up to Scotland, so I'd say Glasgow or Aberdeen. There you go, London to Glasgow. Right, so what have we got here? Got an old school mail trolley stuck in the back here. Got a few an empty shell really, and here we go, bulk mail trains. Again, apologies for the slight darkness in here. It's not really a bright room. This is what I can see. Basically, if I turn the light off, yeah, not exactly much. All right, bulk mail trains. Royal Mail began using trains for distributing mail in bulk across the country in 1830. The cab represents a new generation of Royal Mail trains in 1990s to distribute letters in bulk by rail. Imagine wheeling the York containers from the train onto a Royal Mail van. It's much easier and quicker to load and unload a train or van fitted with York containers rather than a train filled with mail bags, carrying letters flat trays to keep them in better possible condition. Okay, so this is a York container, and in here is a mail bag. Oh gosh, that is actually quite full of something. Right, okay, so York. In fact, there's a message here, E13656/2, York X Doncaster. Okay, and then, whatever, oh, is that someone's pair of trousers? Great. Look at the cab and fittings, mail containers. The cab is of a bolt-on design, which if damaged can be removed and a new cab put in place. Mail bags are carried within York containers, so named because they were developed in Royal Mail's York office. Consider the use of rail for distributing mail in bulk to all corners of the UK has, in recent decades, formed part of the transport network, also involving both road and air transport. Royal Mail announced in 2003 its plans to develop a more efficient and cost-effective network incorporating road and air, but not rail, during 2004. Mail by rail. Right, so the bit that I'm sure you guys want to see. Door closed, private. Give it a tug and enter the cab. Now, I will be honest, I love it in here. I mean, as a train sim world player as well, I mean, it's not too dissimilar to the Class 166 cab, 165, or even most trains from that area, especially built in York. Right, so we've entered the cab. We've got a few switches up here, make sure it's all set. So these are all right now off, I presume. Yes, these are all off. Alright, so we've entered the train. We'll now close the door. There we go, it's on click. For the air-conditioned cab, window must be closed when not in use. And yeah, windows only go down as there, because you can see there's like a little notch that stops the window from rolling down. There we go. Now the windows are quite hard to operate in here. Right, so if I was going to start up one of these, I go have door close button, so you could just press that rather than pulling it towards. Right, so starting up a class 3 to 5. First thing first, on goes control, on goes brakes, AWS required. That thing would beep, so I'd press the AWS reset. These doors comes on if it's a passenger train, but not so much of this one. Safety system isolates off, fire detection comes on, personal comes on, lighting comes on, wipers can come on, though not raining, cab instructions on, and then air conditioning on. Right, train electrics would now be on. Let's now sit down from the driver's cab position, and first things first would be to bring power to the train. So I'd put the master key in, there's no master key unfortunately with this one, and then reverser, forward position. Throttle power is now currently off. AWS may need to reset that again if it beeps at me. Feet on the DSD, and this may be held down at all times. And right, next thing next, foot warmer comes on. Battery load sheds, these aren't really buttons, aren't they? No, these are not buttons. Actually, yeah, doors closed, make sure doors are closed. Hazard lights, if we need hazard lights. Right, this is our window washer, so initial 1, 2, 3, but they say off. Got horn, high, low, high. Your phone, so you got your radio, talking to the station master, and on train comms, which I would select as cab to cab, talk to the person in the rear cab, or PA, and talk to people across the entire train. That's horn, non-driver side lights, that can stay off. Next thing I now need to do is set up the lights as required. So, if I click them up, auxiliary comes on, payload lighting on, far light brighter, far light dimmer, that's fine. Tail lights come off, nope, that stays off, sorry. Tail lights are the rear cab. This, right now, it's daytime, so daylights come on. I got a bit of information about the 325 triple O, there you go. So we'll do that in a read in a moment. Right, so lights now on, electrics running through the train. I don't think these are really buttons. Oh yeah, DC selected, AC selected. Right, so if we were on third rail, yes, third rail, we would select DC right now. Hold that until the train goes bing and the light turns on. If we're running on overhead cables, we would need to set the pantograph up. Pantograph comes up. Then you would select the AC system. Then it go ping, and then the light will come on. Then pantograph down whenever you need to lower that. And besides then, what would happen now is the cab will basically come to life. Again, DSD needs to be held, and train would now be ready to operate. So, put power up, you bring it to the sides and pull. Chair would now be moving, would be chugging along, and then to bring train, or at least just to cruise it, bring it chords, and it will push back to the right, so you can't put it back anymore. And then to slow train down, you just push it forward to different brake settings or emergency. Emergency got another click as well. Normally there would be a little button or something here to press. That'd be the dead man's handle. But again, being a mock-up, not quite something that would be simulated. There we go. Into the main train cab. Emergency brakes, I can hit it there, or I can hit it there. If somebody was to run onto the track, or if I need to stop emergency for something on the track like an animal. That's your radio, speak to people up and down the line. And yeah, that's mainly it. What's this? This is a heating system, so I can turn the temperature up or off, heat or cool air in events. It's just your temperature control really. Right, so yeah, train's in power at this point. We're coming to the next station. Let's push this forward, cruise it, and as I like to do in train sim worlds, it's 30 miles per hour as you enter the platform, and then full throttle once you get to the, full braking once you get to the end of that. You've got your speedometer and whatnot, you've got your AWS circle thing, you've got your safe systems isolated switch if that was turned off. There you go, 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers an hour, maximum speed for this loco. But also, like I said, the fact that this is just sitting here, there you go, 325 triple O. British Rail class, you guys read that as well. 325 cab unit you see over here is at Ferry Meadows. Never actually ran, oh, so same information as that on the wall earlier. There we go. After units had been ordered, cab was once played national unit. Right. In 2014, the unit was then delivered to the Ferry Meadows Knights Rail Museum project for display as part of the museum. Until we stay, the unit will stay here permanently. Now intended to exhibits. Okay, same information is on the wall over there. But yeah, like I said, it's a very, very cool little thing sitting here in the Nene Valley Railway. So, you know what? So that this stream is not just of the 325. I mean, I do like this thing. There you go. You got your little train engine information just there. No information field there because this again never really ran. Just sat in the office while the main people looked at it. Alright, we'll go through the full shutdown then. So that comes there. Power goes to off. Then the master key would be removed. Then the headlights go off, that stays off, that stays off, auxiliary power off, pantographs down, and then if I go behind me, all these safety switches will come off. So air conditioning first, then it's cab, then it's wipers, lighting, personnel, fire, safety comes off. You can't really see that, so let me do that again. Bring it down. Right, so these two are first two to come off, then it's the cab instructions, wipers, lighting, personnel, fire, doors, AWS, brake and control. Train is now switched off. That's the old, no, I guess that's the old door ladder, but there's no real way to leave for the front there. That's quite cool. I've just scratched myself. Don't make sure I've not like bled or anything. That would be quite bad right now. I need to get like a tetanus injection. Brake glass cover has not been fitted to enable access to covered interior. Okay, so it'd be like a sheet of glass right here, which I do need to smash in order to get it down. Bringing a friend with me. You guys got a jump seat. Again, nice little view of that, and easy view from the driver. Behind me we have a that thing. Not quite sure. Oh, that's the tracking electricity inhibitor. So you open that. So we need to stop the train, or need to get people onto the track against third rail. This would basically cut all power to the train. So you would open this one way or another. So cab door switch. Not sure how to open this, but basically that might even just be an added thing for the venue. Basically, you'd put that across the two electric rails if this was DC. For third rail, you would, hang on, how's it working? It's third rail, and you need the earth rail. And basically put it on the earth rail, look away, so you put it on the electric rail, look away, slam it down, and it cuts power to the third rail. Because you've ground all the power, making it safe to walk down. Here's more switches that I needed to turn on here. It's got your main lighting, main lighting, emergency lighting, normal lighting. Yeah, these would be turned on right now. These are off right now, but I will need to turn this all on as well. Especially the foot warmer. You must have a nice warm thing down here. Right, well these are all off now since I'm leaving the train. Let's go have a look at what else the Nene Valley Railway has to offer us, really. Let's step down. You've got this mail thing there. I will say, I do like this place. It's a shame that the diesel rail car didn't run today. The Swedish rail cart. I'm kind of glad I did find something to enjoy out here, and glad I can bring you guys with me as well. So, what is this massive beast within looking at out here? we've got CP May, which is a little locomotive used in the First World War on the Nene Valley Railway. Ah, right, okay, so this was the original unit that ran on this line since the First World War. Fair enough. And over here we've got the Alco S1 switcher. Built in 1949 in Schenectady in New York State. 1930 design is the 6 horsepower. These represents the first generation of North American. Is this the original Train SimWorld CSX heavy haul train? Is this the original proper old school American style diesel? If it is, I'm going to have to look in that definitely. Short for the American Locomotive Company, the S1 switches were brought in by Steel Company of Wales. So these are Welsh, okay. First BOBO, 4 separate axles, bogies, run in the UK. Okay, so these were British trains. Then they sent them to America and they built this. And then I guess like 40 years down the line, America said thank you by giving us the Class 66 sheds, which are American built. But let's ignore that, climb up the stairs and have a look inside. I mean, there you go, the 325 is just in that shed there. Bit sad, bit lonely in there, but hey. Right, if I could climb up, how similar to modern day trains would this be in America? I mean, you've got your control panel over here. You know what? That is not too dissimilar, I will be honest. I mean, based on what I've remembered from Train SimWorld CSX Heavy Haul, I mean, these days trains are facing this way, but back in the day, this is the engine, this is forward. So, the reverser is that. You'd put the master key in, it might be that, but rusted over. This, likely. You pull this towards you, one position forwards. This is brake. Brake comes towards you, releases the pressure. This is also brake. This one is, hang on, which one? This is dynamic brake, air pressure brake. This is train brake, which is lower wheel lock. So this comes towards you. Brake's now off. And then the main throttle, you squeeze together, pull it towards you. Well, not too much, you don't want to overrev the train and cause it to blow up, as we've learned in Train SimWorld. And then, yeah, slowly increase the throttle as the power increases like that. Very, very cool indeed. We've got here engine start. You push D, sorry, you don't pull, you push. And that will start the engine. That will turn on the controls. Yeah, so out is off. Okay, so some of these you do pull, some of these you pull off. You push. Nice, nice, nice. Oh gosh, that's not moving. Yeah, this train could do with a bit of love. Gosh. Could do with a bit of love. But no, I like that. Again, it's just the fact that I kind of recognise how it works and whatnot. Doors come off, but hey. Squeeze out. Ow. Just bash my elbow on that. Let's walk down here. You've got Thomas the Tank Engine heads stuck down the side. Ooh, speaking of Thomas the Tank Engine, back at Wansford, which is about 6 miles that way, they have a steam loco. I'm not quite sure what type of loco it is, but basically, the guy who wrote all the books of Thomas the Tank Engines, Lord Audrey, I think it is, something like that. Basically, he came down here in the 1960s, 1970s, and spotted a light blue loco, a steam train, which he said looks very similar to the trains that he wrote about in the books. And as a result, yeah, one of the guys who were there with him, one of the people who just came for the events, like, why didn't you name the loco? They then baptized it as Thomas, and because it was named Thomas by the original author of the books, it means that they don't have to license it from Mattel, and as a result, it saves them a lot of money by having the blessing of the guy who wrote the books himself, that this line has Thomas the Tank Engine. So, yeah, a few heads down here, but it's an interesting to know that they've actually got Thomas here. Yeah, a few panels missing, and then there'll be the engine room. If I quickly squeeze in and look in there. Right, this is the engine room. Nice and cool. And yeah, I mean, I know how to start this thing thanks to Train SimWorld. It's not this door. don't think any of these will be open. Yeah, I'm not going to even attempt to open these. I don't want to damage the train. I'm not sure how much this will cost me. Right, if we exit this way... Oh gosh, no, we'll exit this way, just because it seems a little bit easier. Oh gosh, jump. Right, so what have we got here? We've got an 80327 mail cart. Don't think this will be open or anything, but again, nice and interesting to see that. These are all here. A few more rail cars over there, and we've got an intercity sleeper Mark II car to our right. What's this? This is just a little buggy thing here on the line. Okay. Yeah, okay, well, do apologise. Still trying to figure out my way around here. Right, so this is the train car I wanted to ride today. At least this is the rear driver's cab. So, Kristen Harmon is where it used to go. Look inside. Yeah, not the clearest view, unfortunately. But I'm sure once they do bring the line back to life, I'll definitely return. And I'll definitely, ooh. Oh gosh. Well, we won't go inside, but, quick look inside the diesel rail car. Not bad at all. So this is out of service for like another 3 months. Then they will bring it back in service, or I'll definitely be giving it a ride on the Nene Valley Railway. So, not so long to go now. Fingers crossed it will be fixed. Also note that I need to actually get the stream done shortly. My phone is about to give up on me. So yeah, over here we've got a French European Rail Tours restaurant cart. Where did you used to ride from? Doesn't really say. It ran from... I'm not sure. Here you go. London, Calais to Paris. Nice to San Remo. Okay, so yeah, this car would have travelled to Europe a few times, and in front of it, connected, you can see, we've then got a sleeping car. I'm not sure if it's from the same railway or not, but a sleeping car nevertheless. Got a little footlight. Oh, what's this? Not sure. I think your name card is on the other side. I'm going to have a look up here quickly, just to see what this railway car looks like. Yeah, it's just a standard sleeper really. Nothing too much going on inside. Sleepers haven't really changed much in the... It's a pump trolley. I'm sorry, but those who play Train Simulator 2000 and XX, the GER pump trolley. Yeah. Fan favourite in films, fan favourites in real life, and of course in Train Simulator. And apparently if you want to, in Christmas or birthdays or whenever, you can lease it out and have a go at pumping the right way. I'm sorry, but I just love this. Oh gosh, it's not exactly very secure. Actually move the wheel slightly. Yeah, I don't think this will be in gear or anything, so can't drive it. But either way, I do like that. And yeah, that'll be a nice little high point to end it on now, because my phone is seriously about to die. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. That was your little tour of the 325 cab plus these other little railways locos here in the Nene Valley Railway. And like I said, I'll definitely be back at some point to really get a feel for this. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I shall see you soon. Bye bye.